Hello and welcome, or welcome back to part 3 of my grounded playthrough. We'll be finishing off the Hedge Lab, making our way back to Burgle, and then getting ready to take on the Pond Lab. So let's get into it.
I spy. Spiderling, keep your eyes open. I got the science.
For so long, I have felt taunted by the spiders of the yard. Climbing, crawling, skittering with the greatest of ease. Oh, and how they delight in violating my workspace. I can't take a single step without getting stuck in their confounded webbing. I'm wasting daylight, running, climbing, surviving. Traversing this broken lab, the entire yard for that matter, has become untenable. But perhaps my spider friends hold the key to my problems.
I'm not too sure how I messed up this badly, but I actually got lost here for a little bit. Even looking at the path from over here at this time, I still had yet to figure it out again. I really did not struggle with the Hedge Lab as much the first time I had played through. You can probably tell what's about to happen here, and just to confirm that you're right, I'll say I'm not the best at judging height. After gathering some more resources and passing the night, I knew I needed to grab something before I went back to the Hedge Ascent lab, and that was the Dandelion Puff, which I remembered lets you drop slower, so in case I decided to do any more big brain moves, I should be safe. only realized during editing that my bake had ended up on the ground and wasn't up where I had died. I could have saved myself a lot of time if I was paying attention when I was first playing through.
Science!
Taking a look.
Science!
A scientific breakthrough.
Science!
Today, Trudy asked, or rather insisted, I take a break from my work for a family day. I'll admit, the argument that preceded my reluctant agreement was one for the ages. She just doesn't understand how important the work is. But in the end, all was not lost. As fate would have it, our little trip to Storm and Beach's Wave Park has given me fresh inspiration. A particular attraction sported a zip line over an undulating pool filled with sun-baked tubers. basking in the light of the cruel sun that baked them like red raisins. But I digress. It was the zip line that captured my imagination. Such an elegant solution to my problems in the hedge. When we got home, it was straight back to work. After another argument, of course.
Science!
Early test runs on the zipline system have produced mixed results. Prices on steel cable are ridiculous, so I've been forced to proceed with my original idea, spider thread. I'm using web samples from my unwanted guests with a few clever alterations, of course. Things were going well until Sarah threw yet another toy into the hedge. I swear that the lost city of Atlantis might be found beneath the roots of this blasted bush. I told them both, no baseballs, no flingman discs, no more throwing. I'll need to find a way to strengthen the zip lines, and I've forbidden the children from playing in the yard, temporarily, of course. Dinner will be, I would say, awkward, I suspect.
Got one! Ugh. Worse than my mom's Brussels sprouts.
Science!
Slowly, my torments come together into one ingenious solution. After trying countless materials, I finally found something to fix my zipline problem. While the bonding formulas were complex to say the least, I've successfully fused the web ropes with raw science. Once again, it proves to be the key. The new ropes are miraculously soft, but have the tensile strength of forged steel. I've dubbed my new creation Zippy Fiber. Just think of the practical applications!
Dental floss!
Oh, only something without gums would suggest that. This is not some trifle to pick parsley between trips to the periodontist.
I will take your word for it, Dr. Tully.
Science!
Holding raw science in my hands. What does it even mean?
Science!
Better than starving, I think.
Well, time to head back now and get revenge on those bots.
Right where I left you.
Science!
I got the science. Ah, stuck in a web! Choke it down, Pete. Let there be light! Spiderling, keep your eyes open. We had a good run.
Science! Science!
A super chip. I wonder how we'll get Burgle's memories off of this. I wonder if I have to blow on it. That usually solves the problem. That or flipping the console upside down. Oh, or maybe there's some little extraneous plastic tabs I need to snip off.
It is likely that this will be my last log from the Hedge Lab. Regrettably, the spider infestation has only worsened. Last night, I had a close encounter with a giant brood mother that shook me to my core. Couple that with the strange radio signals I've been receiving, and I no longer think this facility is safe.
Burgle here. Can I start you off with a double-charred barbarian bacon burger? It's made the Roby's way.
Burgle, initiate evacuation protocols for the Hedge Lab. Make sure any remaining biometric scanners and passcodes are encrypted in the mainframe.
Is that really necessary, sir?
Yes. Oh, yes. Absolutely necessary. We're being watched.
Now that we've made it back to temporary base, it's time to do some preparations and go see Burgle. This machine was definitely not around the last time I played, and it's pretty neat being able to replicate things with raw science, I guess. If you're not a fan of hearing Burgle talk for a long while, you can skip ahead to about 38 minutes and 30 seconds.
Always happy to see a repeat customer. How can I help you today? Huh, you made it back in one piece. How unexpected. You are more resourceful than I thought. Hand it over and we can see what data Dr. Tully backed up upon it. Processing. Processing. This is the Hedge Super Chip. Forgive me, I forgot to mention the nasty spiders before I sent you up there. I hope they were not too much trouble. Haha. Ah. I am feeling much more like myself. Take it from me. There's nothing quite like a reverse lobotomy. Thank you. Now, what is it you were wanting to know? Oh yes, the location of the other super chips. There are 4 labs throughout the yard, each with a super chip. The Hedge Lab, the Pond Lab, the Haze Lab, and the Black Ant Lab. And you have already made it through the hedge, so now on to the others. I will mark the locations of the super chips in those labs. Please find them and return to me so we can figure out how to repair the spacer. Oh, before you leave, check out the new recipes in the ASL Terminal Science Shop. That could be helpful for some of the tougher challenges. Ask away, my friend. Which lab would you like to discuss? After the Oak Lab, the Hedge Lab was the next to be constructed. Originally, we used it to observe and survey all of the wildlife and resources of the yard from a safe vantage point. After our encounters with the arachnids of the hedge, Dr. Tully's curiosity led us to experiment on spider silk, an extremely durable and strong material. The goal of our experiments there was to find other practical uses for it. The Pond Lab is, as the name suggests, located at the bottom of the Tully's koi pond. You will need to take a swim to reach it. As to the science conducted there, Dr. Tully has long had a fascination with Brussels sprouts. He thought that an underwater lab would be the perfect environment for the cultivation of new superfoods. Dr. Tully was interested in the medicinal properties of fungus and molds at miniature scale. We were hoping for a breakthrough by engineering a new type of fungus. Unfortunately, the experiment did not work quite the way Dr. Tully was hoping. Our fungus ended up spreading rapidly and infected the nearby insect life. If you are headed that direction, I would recommend bringing a gas mask. And watch out for the infected. The Black Ant Lab is located underground near the sandbox. This remote location was chosen by Dr. Tully to do experiments with the newly discovered raw science particle, which has the occasional tendency to explode. Alas, a horde of black ants took over the lab and made a huge mess of the place. You can find the entrance in the stinky pile of garbage. Alternatively, if you have the right gear, there is a second entrance in the sandbox. If you see black ants, follow them, and they will lead you back to their anthill. How can I help you today? Thank you! Come again soon!
Yes, I can go inside his can. Taking a look. I feel a little less squishy now. worse than my mom's Brussels sprouts.
Science! Science!
Nice and clean.
Science.
That should keep me safe. Don't even need to boil it. Choke it down, Pete.
Please don't move, and look straight ahead. I promise you won't feel a thing.
It's a go for molecular reduction. Spacer is primed.
Where you are going, all your worries will seem so small.
Nightmare? No, a vision. And I remember every bit of it. An ominous logo and a fancy spacer. A spacer that was pointed directly at me. This changes everything. Maybe Burgle will understand what's going on. Keep that aphid as a pet. No water filtration tablets needed. Taking a look. Oh, that guy's got allergies. Yum! Got one! Taking a look.
Alright, thanks for watching. We had a bit of a rough start there. Hopefully the next episode will go a bit better. I'm really excited to get into the pond. It's my absolute favorite part of this game. And after that, we'll hopefully be focusing on base building and then seeing where we'll go for the next lab. See you then.